Honestly, I think I might just adjust it to be once a month at best. I mean,
Yeah, it's been a solid month, so why not?
most people who do these questionnaire thingies have a paywall behind it. Like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah?
you're a Patreon subscriber. That's where I'll answer all my questions.
That's genius. Have you created one yet?
No.
I found this question very, very interesting. What would your will say?
I wish I had somebody I liked enough to leave all my shit to. Like, I think I might have to leave it to the dog and cat as a fuck you to everybody else I know. I had one girl go, well, if you die, leave me your computer because it's pretty beefy and I'd like to stream and do all this other stuff. I'm like, thank you for being concerned of my disappearance.
That was from Zach, by the way. Harvester of Sour... I can't speak today, apparently. Harvester of Sorrow wants to know if you have a community play date planned yet.
No.
Okay.
I get trolled enough in the chat. I can only imagine playing with everybody and fucking up and hearing shit.
TK749. Are you a board gamer?
No, I haven't played board games since I was a kid because we never had any. You had to go to like the Boys and Girls Club. I don't even think those exist anymore.
I think they do.
No
actually.
way. That's surprising.
I think they do, yeah.
I remember I used to get my lunch from there. It's delicious. They had that government cheese. And honest to God, government cheese is pretty tasty when you're hungry. And the turkey burgers, or the turkey sandwiches, they had that really grainy turkey. I don't know. It's probably like the most low-grade processed meats for children in poor, impoverished areas. But for some reason, that sand-flavored turkey was delicious to me. Maybe it was the hunger. I don't know. But I've been searching Walmart, asking people who work there, like, listen here, Mr. Associate. Do you have any turkey slices that are grind almost like a fine, milky powder? They're like, what the fuck are you talking about? God.
Carrot Ducky says, if we were able to hook you up with a Linux gaming rig set up for gaming and streaming, would you give it a fair shot for a week or two?
What? A game?
Linux.
A Linux. Oh, so
Linux,
someone
however
gave me
it's
a
pronounced.
Linux computer, is what they're saying.
Is it Linux? Linux?
Yeah, it's Linux.
Linux. Okay.
Or Lunix, or however you want to replace it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
If someone gave you one for 2 weeks, would you give it a go?
Oh, why not? But honestly, I don't want anyone sending me their computer. Because God only knows if UPS fucks it up, I'll be held responsible.
A.T. Severs wants to know why you say really queen, and where does that originate from?
Oh, wow. I guess I must be the only person who used to watch Drag Race.
Hi, I'm Bianca Del Rio, and we're going to look back at those special moments that make you think, really, queen? No.
Well, not the only one, because I get it.
Yeah, well, the only person who checks out my channel that bothers. I had a transsexual as a godmother who I learned a lot about makeup from. It was like my starting point. Some could say I'm an amateur makeup artist. So being involved in that lifestyle and knowing about gay culture in the drag scene, which sometimes I look back and people can call me whatever they want for saying this. Sometimes I think, man, I really should have gotten to drag back in the day. You know, I could have been the first straight dude in drag. I would have probably revolutionized something. I'd be on RuPaul's Drag Race. I'd probably be making real fucking money. And people checking out my YouTube channel and going, this bitch here, girl, you know, and then just throwing money at me like Trixie Mattel and fucking Katya. But instead, I'm doing this shit in gaming, having my own community shit on me.
Oh, that's fabulous.
So, yeah, it's from RuPaul's Drag Race, but I don't really suggest watching the new episodes because the new seasons are fucking boring because all the fucking drag queens are on their best behavior. Everybody's trying to be likable and they plug their Instagram and shit like that. No, fuck that. I miss the old Drag Race when a bitch came right in, didn't give a fuck about anybody else and let them know. That was when it was interesting. All the catchphrases and this shit going down. Now it's all diplomatic and boring as fuck. I can't even. That's another gay term.
Yeah, I think the past 3 years, it just...
Total
3-4
ass.
years has gone to shit.
Yeah, I just watched like All Stars was still remotely interesting, so I gave that a shot. But other than that, no. To hell with Drag Race now. It's too mainstream.
Yeah. Pixel wants to know if you'll use the voice chat on streams and stuff. What I think they're saying is maybe the Discord voice chat.
Yeah, that's what I think they're talking about.
Yeah.
Then I can have people yell at me in the chat. Going to your
Sure.
right, to your left. How do you not see him? Pretty simple. It's hard not to fucking be able to pay attention when people are in your ear. Zill does it to me all the time. It's like the second he dies, then he starts being like a shitty Yoda. You know? Like if Luke Skywalker had fucking Zill instead of goddamn Obi-Wan, Star Wars would have ended differently. Use the Force, douche! What, Obi-Wan? I have you now. And then boom, Vader would just force choke him. Game over. The Empire rules everything. And we wouldn't have these goddamn shitty ass sequels.
So it is possible.
I guess it's possible.
But it would be pretty difficult to game while doing so because your stream's like 20 seconds behind.
Yeah.
So.
Chuchi?
T-Pin.
She's
What's
eating the
Chuchi
carpet.
up to?
Sit.
Bad Chuchi.
She is horrible. Sit. You understand, sit, bitch.
So what's Nostra Gundam's opinion on where EA, Ubisoft, and Blizzard are going in the near future? Will Ubisoft rise from the grave? Will Blizzard finally lose its fan base? Will EA actually make a decent game?
No, 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 and no. And maybe possibly. There's a shot EA might actually buy some company that puts out a good game. Maybe Respawn will put out a... what the hell's that damn game that we were playing? We didn't play
Which
wrong.
one?
Titanfall.
Oh,
Titanfall
yeah.
isn't bad. I like 1 better than 2, honestly, because the mechs had more ability to take a beating. It's a fucking mech. In Titanfall 2, man, it just gets turned into Swiss cheese so quickly. So it's kind of annoying, but who knows? Maybe DICE won't do something stupid, but they will. I mean, they're already ending their support for Battlefield 1. Like the monthly updates, it'll be like, who knows when they'll update from now on. But that says a lot about what they think of the fucking game. But anyway, fuck it. Don't expect anything to change for a long time.
Not Cool wants to know your thoughts on Blade Runner 2049.
Didn't even see it.
I've not either. Is it out?
Yeah, it should be on DVD by now.
Oh, no shit. All right. Savage Lobo wants to know if you're giggling like a schoolgirl after DSP's second suspension.
That was funny. I honestly thought he was gone till I found out the Twitch partner rules don't really affect Twitch partners. So, you just get one more reminder that nothing's fair, and even a piece of shit like DSP has more clout than you do. And it just wakes you up to a darkness that you can never escape. At least in my case.
Yeah. Very stupid. I actually like this question. Can you do a video showing off your art projects? That is, if you have any.
I don't really have any left, as in drawings or painting shit.
Or anything, yeah.
I don't even think anybody would care that much.
Well, apparently they do.
As one person. Make him a video, a private video. DSP charges people for a private video.
There you go. And wants to know if you'd ever consider buying a sex doll now that they're super cheap and have, like, quality looks.
What? Sex dolls are not super cheap. How dare you get my hopes up? Real doll. Oh, why did I write .com? Is there something wrong with me?
There might be a .com.
Oh, don't play with me, Verizon. I know it exists. This shit's like, this site doesn't exist. What the fuck is? Where's the website for real dolls? It used
I have
to be
no
here.
idea.
Oh,
It
come
used
now.
to be? So you've looked before?
Oh, I've looked before. I've done one of my first videos in Armor of Zilla. I was
Yeah,
talking
that's
about real
true.
dolls. The fuck is this shit?
Right.
The site has gone down or something. It's like being all ridiculous.
Blue Psycho wants to know how corrupt do you feel the school system is?
The school system is actually quite pathetic, and it has revisionist history. You can read a book called Lies My School Teacher Told Me and get a real clear vision of America the way it actually was rather than what we're told it is. And you could also check out the Netflix TV show, because it's easier to watch a TV show than read the book, called An American History or something like that.
Ford himself had earlier published a series of articles, later a book titled The International Jew, the World's Foremost Problem. Hitler hung a portrait of Ford in his Munich office and told the Detroit News in 1931, "I regard Heinrich Ford as my inspiration." When the European War was declared in 1939, Ford and GM, despite subsequent disclaimers, refused to divest themselves of their German holdings and even comply with German government orders to retool for war production while resisting similar demands from the U.S. government.
I don't believe I've seen it.
The fuck happened
Is
to the
that-
Real Doll page? I'm still trying to load it.
Is it seriously gone?
It's like got this weird loading thing in the corner.
What is it? I'll try to pull it up.
Okay, there we go. It's been like completely altered.
Real Dolls Shop.
There it
Browse
is.
dolls.
Here we go. Bam. You on that site?
Holy shit, snacks. Oh my gosh, there's one with my name. That's awkward.
I know the second they have a real doll of
Yeah.
my name, I won't hear the end of it. Actually, they do look pretty impressive. Who asked that question?
Holy shit. That was Real Dolls. End.
Yeah, yeah, sure, I'd probably fuck one. Why not? I fucked women that laid there like they were dead anyway, so one big step towards a doll. The difference is it has better tits. And the doll didn't say, well, you're the man. You're supposed to pleasure me. That's how it works. And I'm like, God, the darkness of my life. If only my first love had married me, I wouldn't be down this horrible path. And then you just see Simon and Garfunkel walk into our apartment. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Your fiance left you again. Now you're fucking this dumb bitch who almost set her apartment on fire. And later, you'll have a really shitty YouTube channel with a guy named Ziltex. And now I miss the sounds of silence. I should have got out my guitar, but I didn't know the fucking chords.
That was amazing. All right, this next one's from Silent Blast. Do you ever hope that Crap Gamer gets the moment of clarity so he can learn he's being ripped off?
He'll never get that moment of clarity. Even when, like, Phil Spencer tweeted at him about being an asshole. There's no stopping the Crapinator. He's like the Terminator if the Terminator's just obsessed with the Xbox rather than John Connor.
RG765. Ever thought about doing anything with Rags or Bulletberry?
There was a point where me and Rags were going to do a podcast together in Top Hats of Champagne, but it got canceled last minute, so I just went to Frutanga. By the way, these hot real dolls are still $6,524.
Holy fuck.
It's cheaper to meet a girl off Tinder. You lied to me. I was like, I'll get a real doll and like put Google Voice in her. Or like Siri or something. And just have it say shit
Alexa.
occasionally. It's very warm in Florida. Oh, Becky. Would you like me to get your emails? You do love me, don't you?
What are your thoughts about the recent YouTube headquarters shooting? This is from Zannies.
Oh, shit, that's a loaded question. Ironic choice of words.
Yeah.
I saw it coming. Everybody saw it coming. Anyone with half a brain saw it coming. I was going to do a video once where I talked about the possibility of YouTube being shot, but then I remembered if I do that, I'll get in fucking trouble with YouTube. And I already got in trouble once for talking about guns in a pro way. So, no, not surprised. I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner. And of course, our police met the chick who went to shoot YouTube right before she did it. And they didn't really check her car for a gun or anything, even though they caught her being all weird and shit. Good God, the boobs on Stephanie are amazing. But they should be. She's not real.
Do you think GOG will ever outpace Steam?
Probably never.
This is from Spiff.
The install base is just too large for Steam. You know, we'd have to wait till the day where Steam really fucked up like Facebook before anybody woke up. And even then, people would still use it. Like Facebook. I've told chicks I know Facebook is data mining our stuff. That's why I don't use it. Oh, you and your tinfoil hat. Oh, nobody's worried about Facebook. Everybody uses it. And I'm just like, fine, whatever. Fuck it. I don't give a shit.
GOG pulls up like classic games, right?
They have
Like
new
old
games
school
too.
games and stuff. Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah. The thing about GOG is you don't, like, it's yours. There's no DRM.
Oh.
So that's the big selling point in GOG. I should have got
Right.
Kingdom Come off of it, but I didn't really want to wait, which was dumb because by the time I started playing it, it was out on GOG anyway because I fucking have all these stupid responsibilities.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Kitty King Weeaboo.
Such a great name.
It is. Would you want to be a god?
Oh, yeah, why not? Fuck it. They could do a better job than the God we got. I firmly
Lucy-
believe that. Cancer,
Lucy
thing of the
Gillis?
past. No more child defects when they're born. You know, why have a child coming out looking like a football with a club foot? You can't tell me there's a God with shit going on like that. Then again, I just create a boring utopia, so what the fuck do I know?
Blue Psycho says, do you think Fallout New Vegas will get a remaster?
In remaster, I would, well, as close as we're getting is the mod that remasters Fallout New Vegas. They're just creating the game in Fallout 4's engine and doing custom voice work and stuff. I did send them an email to let them know I was interested. They probably like look at my answers and go, this guy's an asshole.
You should try and email him again.
Now they have like this website where you have to fill out all this crap. And it's
And
just
like
yeah.
questionnaire.
Yeah, like I bet if I was
Oh,
MXR,
wow.
I wouldn't have to go through that shit.
Right. Not Cool wants to know what YouTubers you like to watch.
I watch Level 1 Techs because Windows has always been cool to me. Who else do I watch? I watch Gamers Nexus on occasion. Actual hardcore overclocking is good for figuring out stuff on graphics cards and shit like that. Motorcycle news, I think, or something like that. Let me check my YouTube thing. I got this right here.
All right.
Crowbait, even though there's no point following him, he only posts every now and then. Bill Burr, which is ironic I'm following him because I don't remember following him since I don't watch any of his videos. Danny O'Dwyer, I'm following Danny O'Dwyer. What has he done recently? What am I doing? Get me out of here. I'm sorry, Danny. Dave Moss Tuning, if you know anything about motorcycles, you probably know about Dave Moss. Insane Racing, I don't know if he still posts anymore, but he puts up motorcycle races. The JFSC, Johnny Fratto Social Club. If you're into Howard Stern, you know what that's about. Jim Sterling. Why am I following last week tonight? Unsub that. Level 1 Techs, Level 1 News, Mobile Tech Review. So if you ever want to know anything about laptops, you go there. Motor Racing HD, Australian Motorcycle Racing, good shit. Motorcycle Magazine is who I follow. They have some pretty informative stuff. I don't know why I
Nice.
follow OC3D TV. Why would I follow Tiny Tom Logan? He doesn't give a shit whether I live or die. Oh, I follow Snort Brunel? Didn't even know that. Doug Stanhope, Star Citizen. I'm not following that shit anymore. What the fuck? I'm glad
Well, I
you
mean,
brought me.
honestly, when was the last time you went through your follow list? So,
Yeah, there's a lot of motherfuckers here. What? Wisecrack? Why would I follow them? Donkey? I'm not really that big on Donkey. Donkey is for Zill.
he's pretty funny.
Tech Quickie? Since when do I like Linus? What the hell's going on here? Something mischievous is afoot. Now let's move on while I purge my shit.
What are your thoughts on Avengers Infinity War? This question's from Xannies.
You know, the Marvel movies don't tickle my box, honest to God. And it's probably because I read the comic books. So when I watch the Marvel movies and they're like, they take shit from so many different timelines and cram it into one movie, it like makes no sense to me. Like the Civil War happened before the Infinity War. Who the fuck thought that shit up? They're decades apart. Nah, don't even get me started.
Bloodshade Lust wants to know what you think about the new Dark Souls remastered and the new Project Vein by Brandy Namco.
The project, whatever, I don't know. It's the same thing. Like
Remaster Dark Souls, yeah.
I said this in a video before. Like I remember you could get Dark Souls at 1080p with a mod, and they had better texture packs and all this other shit. And then Squaresoft, whoever the fuck made it, put the kill on it, and the mod author took down the mod that allowed you to have the game at 1080p and all this other shit. And that was years ago. So I'm not really surprised that they've now released a remaster of this shit. I'm kind of miffed by it, honestly. It's a cash grab, really.
Aren't they always, usually?
That's what sucks. I'm so sick of cash grabs. It's like no passion anymore. There's no art. There's no love. You know, this is supposed to be a medium where you escape reality. I don't want to remember how bad the real world is, even when I'm trying to get into my fantasy. It'd be like getting the real doll, having sex with it, and then the next day the real doll had a bill for you to take it somewhere. Like, we'd never go to Maui. And it's like, I didn't program this in you.
Blue Psycho wants to know what your thoughts are on the Russian investigation.
On Trump?
That's what I'm guessing.
You know, I don't know too much about it, but it wouldn't surprise me with all the shit that has gone on in America. Like, the CIA wars alone would surprise you, the shit that our government has done, that a few people have done. George Bush, you know, when George Bush's wife died. I saw these people on Twitter going, "Oh, I feel bad for George Bush. Oh, the first lady. Oh, the first mother. Tears, tears, tears." I'm like, you stupid motherfuckers don't even know what Bush did. You don't even know what the fuck Bush's father did. Prescott Bush for the Nazis. What the fuck is wrong with you people? You're like cheering the villains. It's like if Dr. Doom's wife died and all of New York cried tears of sorrow. Yeah, don't get me started. I'll lose my mind again.
Max P wants to know, would you recommend guys go to college, training school, night school, or what after high school?
I'm not the guy to ask, honest to God. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, if you're going to do anything, at least get a trade. Get in a field where you're needed and you're not disposable. And a robot can't take your job. You know, everybody's screaming, the Mexicans are taking our jobs. Nah, the robots are coming because you wouldn't let the Mexicans have them. You know, the fucking robots are even doing, like, stock trading. The future is fucked for everybody.
This question's from C-Pin. Do you rely on AdSense on YouTube or ad revenue on Twitch, or do you have other sources of income, your job, your band?
Oh, man. The band, God, without me, the band makes no money. You know, straight up. The only person who still somehow sells CDs is me. And thank God for everybody who has been on my YouTube channel and cared enough to buy my, like, digital CD or the full CD. God bless you all, even though I don't believe in God. YouTube is not my source of income. God, no. No. I get nothing from YouTube, honestly. Like, that's why I kind of like Twitch, but I also feel guilty because sometimes people throw you money. You get like $4 or $5. It's like, holy shit, I made more money in 2 hours than I've made in 48 hours on YouTube. And I'm having some fun here rather than sitting there racking my brain trying to make shit funny or interesting.
Yeah.
I can understand YouTube being money if I was like, if I had a couple million subs and at least 100,000 views per video.
Right.
Man, don't try and get money off of YouTube. We know of someone who is currently trying to pursue a career on YouTube and Twitch, and they've been homeless. And they're about to be homeless again.
No way.
Yes, way. You saw it. Oh, my God.
Zabber1100 would like to know what games are true classics.
Still to this day, I feel Shenmue is a classic. Metal Gear Solid 4 to me was a classic. Metal Gear Solid 3, not so much 2. 1 was a classic, but it's dated as fuck. You could play the GameCube version, the Tale of Two Snakes, but, you know, it doesn't have that same feel. Fuck, what else is a classic? Star Wars Knights of the Republic 1 and 2, Dragon Age Origins, and the DLC classic. I loved it. It was supposed to be like Baldur's Gate, and it succeeded. I don't know why the fuck they decided, oh, we're going to change everything around because more people need to get into it. Fuck you, EA. I want a role-playing game. God damn it. I want to role-play. I don't mind taking turns. I want to immerse myself and think strategically. Like when I'm running from black guys in high school. It's like I could dip down this corner, but if I climb the fence and slide across the ice, I could be a free man. What else is there as classic? Modern Warfare 4 was classic. I mean, Call of Duty 4, which is Modern Warfare, was classic. 2 wasn't bad. Everything after that, I stopped caring because Activision dissolved the original Infinity Ward. So the Infinity Ward you see making Modern Warfare now is bullshit. They're Respawn Entertainment. What the fuck else is there? Do you remember any, D-Girl? Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 1, maybe Fallout 2. I need to get into that more. Oh, fuck.
I'm older than everyone, though, so it's kind of like
You're
all
gonna
my
be
games
Pong.
would be like super, yeah.
World of Warcraft,
Classic. Pac-Man, you know.
Donkey Kong.
Centipede, Galaga, Asteroids.
Oh, Galaga, wow.
Fucking Missile Command. You know, old school.
There's too many games. I'd have to write this shit
There
down.
really is. Max P would like to know how did you come to know your current friends?
Who would talk real life or in video game land where we are?
No idea.
Well, if you're talking about the guys I hang out with now, which is obviously D-Girl and the rest, it began when I got tired of console gaming. Like, I was tired for years. You know, essentially console gaming is you wait for the next AAA game to come out. And if you like it, great. If not, go fuck yourself. And it became a tired formula. And then I just started, like, you know, getting heavy into working out, motorcycle racing. My dog's a fucking shithead. Can you hear that rustling in the background? She's such a... Don't you bring that in here. Don't you bring that here. You heard me. My word is law. Don't you jump away from me.
She gives zero shits, dude.
I know. I wish you were a ferret. I pulled a muscle in my ass somehow. You go pay, dog.
Killer.
Fuck you, dog. How did that even happen? I didn't even know you could pull a muscle there.
Well, go figure. You can, actually.
Yeah, I was like rolling into a ball because I got this extra metal bar under the table, and she knows it's so small that you got to curl yourself up. Anyway, it was my point. I can't even remember. Oh, the gaming
great.
started to suck on consoles, and I was making YouTube videos back in the day and editing videos for my band and doing some other shit with a computer. And it died. My laptop, obviously, it's how most of us get started in PC gaming. Your laptop dies, and the friend goes, "Why would you pay $600-700 for a laptop, faggot? Build a PC." So he ordered the parts, had him sent to my house. And I'm like, "Okay, you gonna come over and build this shit?" And he's like, "Dude, you fucking work on motorcycles. That's like motorcycles are harder than a PC. What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Oh, maybe you got a point. I mean, fuck it. What does it matter?" So I built it, started fucking around. Long story short, wanted to try games that I already had on PS4. I was blown away by fucking Battlefield 4 alone compared to the PS4 version. And I just joined the CM clan, which is where you guys were. And I spent hours upon hours trying to perfect my aim. Back when I had time for like gaming and I could actually aim.
And then Zill would come in and just fucking destroy us all.
He didn't destroy me.
All the time.
He destroyed everyone else except me, Yoda, and Cuba put up a fight.
Oh, yeah. Especially in the chopper.
That's how like I became friends with Zill, ironically. It was that match where he was proving his prowess by defib killing everyone. And I was hearing you scream in the background. And he's like, "Next, I'm coming for Gundam." And I'm like, "You're not going to fucking defib kill me. I guarantee it." He didn't get those kills either. And from then on, for some reason, I became his focal point to kill.
Always. Always, always.
And the sad thing is I'm not as good as I used to be because I don't have time to devote to it.
Plus, tell me when the last time a great FPS was put out, minus Tarkov. I really enjoy that.
I like Tarkov. It's just so punishing.
It really is.
That's what's the turnoff about it. And honestly, I can't say that there's any first-person shooter I've enjoyed since fucking Battlefield 4.
Me neither.
Outside of Tarkov. Everything else has just kind of been like, whatever, another first-person shooter. I remember when Battlefield 1 came out, and the whole clan was still kind of excited about it, even Zill. And we played the demo, and I was like, "Dude, this sucks." And he goes, "I'm Gundam. I think everything sucks but The Witcher 3. In his usual, I'm the Elephant Man voice. And I'm like, "Nah, dude, this game blows." Lo and behold, I was right again.
We played that for what? Maybe
a week or two.
Something like that.
Before everybody started dropping off like flies.
Let's look at this real quick. Library. What game was it?
Battlefield 1.
Oh, it's on EA.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm not even pulling that up. I think I only have like maybe 12 hours in it, if that.
I gotta have at least 6.
Something
So like I tried like hell to like it. It's like you're trying to force yourself. And it was just so shit. Because EA put out, this is what they fucked up on. They put out Battlefront 1. And they dumbed it down to be like kind of more arcadey and easy for everyone to get into. And then they figured they'd do the same to Battlefield. And that's where they fucked up. And 2, Battlefield, like World War I, what good guns does World War I have? Everything changed in World War II. And the sad fact of the matter is they're going to do another fucking, I have 36 hours, god damn. They're going to do another one. Yeah.
Wow.
It's just, no. Someone needs to go to DICE and slap them in the fucking face. Like, you know what? Forget World War II. You see everything you did in fucking Battlefield 3? Do that. I want to be able to get inside of a vehicle, climb in and out like you used to do with the helicopters and jets. It was fun, even though, like, if people trolled you, they'd steal your jets and rule the skies, but
Yeah. So anyways, that's how he came to know all of us.
Exactly.
So we've been gaming together for years now.
Probably since 2013.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. Do you know who Francis Bacon is?
No.
The artist. Okay.
Let's look.
Max P wanted to know, nope, not Max, sorry.
Definitely
cool.
not my
wanted
lexicon.
To know what your thoughts are on Francis Bacon's late 30, 40, 50s art pieces.
I'm looking at them now. It reminds me a bit of Picasso, who was a brilliant artist, but then he started painting very odd and strange avant-garde.
That's exactly what this is. It looks kind of dark and extremely strange.
Yeah, this sort of art never really appealed to me, to be honest. I hate to disappoint anyone, but it just doesn't resonate with me.
Yep. Super Redneck would like to know where did you come up with the idea of Billy?
Oh, Billy, shit, that's a hard one. I would always throw my voice in very strange ways. I could do a couple voices. I just only stick to Billy. I could do a bit of Yoda. I could do Mickey Mouse, slightly. Troll voices of a multitude of things. I could even almost do Golem from Lord of the Rings. I do it with the dog.
Nice.
But one day I was just thinking about the ridiculousness of it and saying those things. And someone on Facebook said, you know, when you do those voices and crap, it reminds me of like Fraggle Rock or something for some reason. I forgot who said it to me. And I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'd get a puppet. And originally the puppet was going to be a professional grade puppet with like a hand that could move. And, you know, it would be fuzzy like something off Sesame Street, which is the road I wanted to take with it. I still might add another puppet for a different voice, like my my Jewish lady. Oh, God.
Yeah.
He said horrible things about me. Then he slapped me in my teeth, and I fell down my stairs, and his shoes fell off, or something like that. And
Yes.
just have like a really crazy blue puppet that looks like that angry one from Sesame Street who lives in the garbage can, Grouch.
Oscar.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, that is just weirdness. Something to give people a visual effect since I don't have a camera yet.
Xannies would like to know what your inspiration for your music was.
Oh, God, that's easy. A strong desire to prove everyone wrong about me that told me I was worthless. And a broken heart, essentially. Like, continuously being manipulated by a woman or women. Living in an area where I didn't fit in. I still don't. Being artistic in a place where people think mudding is fun. You know, like I remember talking about the influence David Bowie had on me as a kid, and the other kids going, David Bowie's gay. Metallica Enter Sandman. And it's like, fuck Metallica, you know? Fuck them. What has Metallica done since they lost Dave Mustaine? Like, really? Really? Once Dave Mustaine was gone, Metallica went down the tubes. Look at Metallica now. It's a joke.
Their older stuff was the best.
Exactly. You know, fuck off. It's like David Bowie was able to keep his shit going for decades. Metallica was done after 10 years. Now it's just like older guys still holding on to their youth and trying to remember Metallica as something heavy when it's not. Like fucking guys who still keep riding Harley Davidson motorcycles, even though the shits are overpriced and fucking fall to pieces. It's an American icon. Yeah, it's an icon, all right. Robbing you every fucking cent you got when my Japanese bike has been flipped twice and still runs better.
Amen. Every time we were out on the road, we'd always see those fucking things broke down on the side of the road, but we're still kicking along. Every fucking time. Kitty King Weeaboo would like to know if you have any ideas what they should look for in a monitor.
Whatever you want or like, honestly. Because monitors are weird in the sense of Korean monitors are better than most people think. Some of the name brand monitors are more shit than you think. And yeah, like I've been using this Samsung monitor for a while, the 4K one, and it's been worth its money. Totally worth the
Nice.
money. It's not really a well-known one. The colors are not bad for a TN panel at all. They're much richer than my like Asus 144 hertz gaming monitor, which isn't under the ROG label for some odd reason, even though it shares some it's all bullshit, really. Find something you like with good reviews from a reviewer you trust and run with it, dude.
All right, you ready for a speed round? This will be one answer only.
Yeah, let's do that because I've
One-word
kept you too
answers.
long.
All right, here we go. Coffee or tea?
Oh, yeah, T.
Can Billy get his own show?
Why not?
Are you an anarchist?
I'm more of a cosmic nihilist.
Camaro, Mustang, or Challenger?
I think I've always wanted a Z28. Like a classic one, a 60s model. So I guess I'll go the Camaro even though I have a Mustang.
Civic, Corolla, or Miata?
I guess I'll go with the Civic, reliable.
Death by bullet or knife?
Am I putting up a fight in this? Like, am I dying a hero's death or am I dying the death of a bitch?
Hero's death, right here. Death by bullet or knife?
It could be cool to go out in a sword fight, but then the bullet would make it fucking real quick and easy.
Have you ever heard of the Punch Planet indie game?
No.
Still eating loser's lunch on a daily basis?
Everybody eats loser's lunch, honestly.
Do you play Mount and Blade Warband?
No, actually.
Do you like hentai?
No, actually. But chicks dig it. So I
many-
tried giving it a shot. It wasn't for me.
How many times a day do you fap?
You'd be surprised at how rarely I jerk off.
Could you live the no-nut life,
What the hell's a no-nut life?
not jerking off?
I've done that shit for, well, I think there was occasions where I go 6 to 9 months or more without jerking off.
All right. Ever play any of the Splinter Cell series?
Oh, yeah, those were classic.
What videos do you wear a Spidey costume?
That portion of my life is long since dead, and that's the most I'll say about it.
What Pokemon would you be?
A really shitty one.
Are you keeping your 1080 Ti or selling?
And it's too late to sell now. They're back to normal.
What would it cost to rent you?
You don't have the money. My integrity is you. That's what I don't think most people get. Like, I have integrity. You know, I'm called a shill quite often as of late, but I've turned down so many companies that have contacted me with money offers. You know, oh, just review our game, and for everyone that plays it or downloads it from these apps or this web store or from Steam or whatever, we'll pay you like $2.50 or $3 and something. And I'm just like, no, because I'm not going to sell out my audience for like this, because all I have is my rapport with the people. The second that becomes, you know, tarnished, they would have no faith in me. They wouldn't listen to a thing I had to say, and why bother checking me out? Even though it kind of feels like no one checks me out that much anymore anyway.
Favorite year?
I would say probably 2003 or maybe 2005 or 6.
Are you a Gundam
Because
fan? Oh, okay, go ahead.
I was madly in love with a woman, spending my time with her, and I really regret the way things went because I didn't have the money for insurance to seek therapy and so on and so forth. So those will probably be the crowning jewels of my life, and the day I die, it'll probably be the last thing I remember as I fade into oblivion.
I get it. Gundam fan?
Who isn't?
Would you play a battle royale where instead of the map getting smaller, the players get larger?
No. I was hoping someone was going to say a battle royale with mech suits. I'd be like, I'm fucking in, dude.
Do you actually enjoy video games anymore?
That's a tough one because, like, Shenmue, I'm still playing on and off. Knights of the Republic, I pop in on and off, but I haven't been on recently. The Witcher was a game I truly enjoyed. The Witcher 3, definitely. The Witcher 2. So, like, modern games as of late, no, I'm not really enjoying. Because what has come out new that's actually good, D-Girl?
None.
Yeah, nothing.
None.
Like, gaming has gone down the shithole. Far Cry 5 sucked.
I honestly feel that the only game we are looking forward to this year would be Monster Hunter.
Yeah, and maybe
That's it.
State of Decay.
And State of
But
Decay
since it's
too.
from Microsoft and I saw what they did with fucking Sea of Thieves, my interest in the game has dropped substantially.
All right, anonymous mask worn for symbolism or just looks?
Oh, that's not an anonymous mask. That's a Guy Fawkes mask.
You won't recognise this man unless you read comics. That industry is still underground, at the cultural margins. But to the numerous, if predominantly male aficionados, Alan Moore is a god who revolutionised the art form. So many of his comics have been turned into films that his impact on popular culture is disproportionate to his fame. And V for Vendetta, his nightmare vision of Britain under a dictatorship, has spawned something else too.
It was you who appointed these people, you who gave them the power to make your decisions for you.
That Guy Fawkes mask, worn by the book's anti-hero V, has been an inescapable presence at the anti-capitalist protests around the world. A face in the crowd, from Wall Street to Tokyo, via Mexico, Argentina and Seoul.
I'm amazed, I'm very impressed, and I'm rather touched. The people here are amazing. I think that this is probably the best organised and most forward-thinking protest that I've ever had experience of.
That attitude to global protest isn't shared by one of the dominant figures in the American comics industry. Frank Miller, the writer behind Sin City and Batman The Dark Knight Returns, called Occupy Wall Street a pack of louts, thieves and rapists. Nonsense, says Moore.
If there's something in the world happening that you don't agree with, protest against it. If there's something that you wish existed in the world, then work towards realising it.
The US comic tradition is of superheroes who save the world and embody American values. That's not Alan Moore's worldview.
The one place gods inarguably exist is in our minds,
where they are real beyond refute in all their grandeur and monstrosity.
His work often explores spiritual and philosophical ideas. Rebellion is what drives British comic writing, he says. But then Alan Moore isn't just a comic writer, but a spiritualist, a performance artist, even a magician, and to his many fans, an anarchic visionary.
And
Symbolism or just looks?
Symbolism. And I know like people today, like most people who are younger, immediately see the mask and go, oh, that's anonymous. Like, no, it's Guy Fawkes. Have you seen V for Vendetta? Have you read the graphic novel by Alan Moore called V for Vendetta? Do yourself a favor and do so. It's sad how, like, people don't know that, like, if anything happens now, they just assume it's a thing. Like, one day, they're going to be people like, oh, yeah, Fortnite. That created, like, that really brought Battle Royale to the gaming industry. Like, no, it was actually PUBG that really made it a thing before Fortnite. Like, what? PUBG? What? What are you talking?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Describe your sex life with a video game title.
They don't have one that's shitty. Fine, Far Cry 5.
Imperials or Stormcloaks?
You do want to fight for the freedom of the people, but the Stormcloaks are also racist, so I'm going with the Imperials.
Ducati S4R Monster or Yamaha R6?
Ducati what?
S4R Monster or something like that?
R6.
Okay.
You know.
Higher FPS or higher resolution?
Well, it depends, because I could go high resolution 60. Choochie! Bad! Yeah, I could do 4K 60, no problem. But if we're talking 30, then I'll go with the higher FPS.
What's your CPU?
Still a 4790K.
And your favorite Gundam series?
Trying to figure out which one I like more.
If I remember correctly, in the question itself, it said something like, please don't say, I want to say speed or something like that. Or seed or something.
No, I hated Gundam Seed.
Seed, that's what it was, yeah.
Shit, maybe 0083. Stardust Memories was good. 0080 War in the Pocket was great. The ending was fucking heart-wrenching. Zeta Gundam was all right. All right, let's go Stardust Memories for the time being.
There you go. And that's it. Dude, we made that through in 40 minutes-ish, give or take.
Yeah, I talked too much.